Yo, welcome back. So, time to do the first off-season of the Ottawa Senators GM mode. We had a really good regular season, made some good moves, ended up with a really good record. I think we got 45 wins, which is really impressive. A disappointing first round exit to the Tampa Bay Lightning. I was hoping to get to the conference finals, but disappointing. We had an injury. Yes, I'm going to continue to blame it on that. And then we had a fucking terrible draft. Still pissed off about that. But anyways, time to hopefully have a kick-ass offseason to make up for that draft. I got some big plans, not really huge plans, but plans to kind of turn the team around. So, first off, we have to get back Anderson. We have to. He's the only starting goalie of we could get Halak, but he's 33 as well. I'd rather go for Anderson. He's 37, but his potential is still starter. I don't think it should go down too much in one season. I'm going to hope to get him back. We don't have enough as of right now, but I'm going to look to clear up some cap space to get that. In terms of forwards, I'm going to try and do that through trades. Free agency, it's a bit too expensive, especially the budget we have. I was hoping to have a bigger budget. I was actually planning on it ever since episode 1 to have a bigger budget for right now, but we don't, so I'm going to try and get some forwards through trades, and I've done some pre-scouting. I like what I have in mind, and then defense, we need 2. I'm going to try and get, not Manson, I'm going to try and get more. I'm going to try and get John Moore. I'd like to get Mike Green, maybe. He's cheaper. If I can't get Moore, Green is my second option. He's 32. How much years? He wants 4 years. If I can't get John Moore, I will go after Mike Green. John Moore, he's younger, and he's better defensively. Obviously, Mike Green is better offensively, no doubt about that. And I would take him in a heartbeat because his defense is still good. I would take him in a heartbeat. Even if he was just 30, I would take him over John Moore. But I'm going to try and get John Moore. But let's get into a trade I scouted. I haven't tried it. As always, I never do trades or even try them before I record. It just takes all the fun out of it. But I do pre-scout. And let me show you who I was thinking of. Is it on? Yeah, the Islanders, I do believe. They're a rebuilding team. Still, they're a rebuilding team. So, yeah, even with John Tavares, they're still a rebuilding team. Let's go to Skaters Matching Block. Now, they have 2 guys that piqued my interest. Oh, shit, what am I doing here? There we go. Eberle and Bailey. I'm going to go after Bailey. They do want to get rid of Eberle, but that trade value is just too much for me. We didn't draft the way I would have liked. If we could have drafted better, we could probably get Eberle, no problem. But I'm going to go after Bailey. Trade value nice and low how it is. They want to give him up, so that's going to be nice and obtainable. Plus, he's 28, same with Eberle, but he's locked down for 3 years. Now, $4 million is a lot, but I'm going to try and get him at 50% retained. I'm going to try, okay? Like I said, I never try trades before I record, so this could end up, we might have to just not even retain any, but if we can retain him, getting a $2 million player, a second liner, very nice all-round stats. He is a very good two-way forward. You know, if we have an injury come postseason time, we could put him on the penalty kill. I don't know what the team exactly is going to look like. He probably won't be on it to start. But, yeah, so New York Islanders. I'm going to try and, we need to clear cap space. Where is he? Clark McArthur, $4.6 million. Ain't gonna get it done. I should have traded him at the draft, but I'm gonna try and trade him now along with Burrows. I really like Burrows. I really wanted to play him. He's up to 37 now, and frankly, unlike Craig Anderson, he's an 86. Even if he drops a bit, he'll still be a starting goalie. Burrows, if he drops a bit, we can't play him. So I'm gonna try and get him out of here. We're gonna save around $2.5 million, which is really nice. Now, whenever you're dumping salary, it's always going to come off a bit unrealistic. But keep in mind, they do have Tavares, so they do have to at least show that they're trying to win now. I know these guys aren't anything great, but Clark MacArthur, third line, below the fourth line. If they get these guys, they could play Clark MacArthur with Tavares if they have another really good winger. And I'm also going to give them, obviously, a prospect, since they are a rebuilding team. I'm going to give them this guy that I drafted, Dwayne Stone. Again, it wasn't a good draft. He's a low potential, but I'm going to try and give that to him. They don't want any of these guys, but they want to get rid of Bailey. So, he probably wants to go as well. They get rid of Bailey. They get a couple guys that, they could show that they're trying to win now with a couple veterans. And they're getting a prospect in Stone. And keep in mind, this isn't Chicago. We're talking about New York. You're telling me in real life you couldn't fleece New York? They have terrible management. I think we could get away with this even in real life. Now, we are giving them more trade value. But again, I'm asking them to retain 50% as well as taking on Burroughs and MacArthur. Burroughs might be a deal breaker. They might not want to take him at any cost. Because I'm greedy, I'm going to try and get a couple depth picks here. Let me try this. Again, I don't think it'll go through. Yeah, trade rejected. Okay, let me take off the draft picks. I still don't think it'll go through. But I'm going to try it. Trade rejected. Okay, so there isn't anything whatsoever. We have a second round pick, a third round pick. What if we trade him a third round pick in the future? I don't like trading around picks that much, but this upcoming season we have a first, a second, a fifth, sixth, and seventh. And then next year we have everything except for a fourth and a sixth. So the next couple seasons were pretty good on draft picks. And then in 2021 we have every pick. So I think it's okay to get rid of a third round pick. And yeah, looking at what they want, I'm not giving up anything in this list right here. White, 79, he's 21. I'm looking for him to grow to be an NHL player this upcoming season. That would be great if we could get him to develop into an NHL player. Will it go through if I add the third round pick trade? So they don't want to retain the salary. Alright, now, just in case I want to make another move, I don't want to trade too many prospects, but who do I have to trade? Again, I'd like to hold on to the high top 9. We have a top 9 medium. We have a couple defensemen. If I have to take off $1 million, I will. But what if we give them a defensive prospect? Will that change it at all? No. Okay, so I'm going to take that defenseman off. And let me go down to 30%. Okay, let me go down to 30%. Now, with this trade, we would have around $8 million in cap. That looks really nice. So, yeah, let me go ahead and try this now. Trade rejected still. Now, at this rate, if we want to get John Moore in free agency, we might have to trade Bobby Ryan. That's a lot of salary. I might make that move if I have to. But let me put this down to 20% cap. Will they do it now? Still trade rejected. Yeah, I was worried about this. So what if we go down to 10%? It's better than nothing, I suppose. Will they do this trade now? Still trade rejected. Yeah, it's probably Alex Burrows. So you know what? I'm going to try and ship him off to a contending team. Let me take him off. But let me put Bailey back up to like 40%. 39. Will they do this deal? Trade rejected, okay. Let me put that down to like 20%. Will they do that deal? Oh my god, really? Wow. I thought they would do this deal. I guess I'm not really giving them too much they want. What about at just 10%? Wow, trade rejected. Do I really want to get him if I have to pay him the full $4 million? That seems like it might be a bit much here. I don't know if I want to do this, but what if we do this? What if we grab Jordan Eberle? And what if we gave them back Bobby Ryan? Would I want to do this deal here? I don't know how much this really helps us. But you know what? If I can get them to retain 50%, if I can get that, so we're dumping 4.6 from McArthur, and 7 from Ryan. If we're getting Bailey at 2 million, and then Eberle. I don't know if I want him. Obviously, he's a great player, but that salary, what if I just get him to retain like 1 million? That would help me out a lot. So what if I get him to retain 1 million, and I'm giving them Bobby Ryan? Now, again, I know they're trying to get rid of a couple guys, but they're getting a draft pick, they're getting a prospect, and Bobby Ryan they could put with John Tavares to keep him happy. I'm going to try this deal. Trade rejected. Alright, I really wanted to get that trade. Didn't look like it was going to happen. I'm going to go after a bit of depth, I suppose, for now. Andrus, whatever his name is, 1 year, 1.6 million, a really good contract, and a really good player. We could put him on center. Now, what do we have for the centerman right now? We'd have Turris, Brassard, Shevchenkov, and Pajot. Okay. Now, Pajot, what's his face-off like? 81. Okay, what about White? So yeah, White is probably going to be a winger. But, we could even, if we wanted to, we could put Shevchenkov on the second line where he's supposed to be with Brassard, and then just slot Ansi, whatever his name is, into the third line. And that would give us another second liner. Again, I'm going to try and dump Clark McArthur. They're a rebuilding team, so, take on that salary for 2 years, and then you can get a prospect. We're giving up more trade value, but again, I don't know if this will go through. If it does, I'd be happy to get it done. Trade rejected. Yeah, they don't want Clark McArthur at all. Now, what if I retain 600,000? So basically, we're still going to clear 4 million. So let me do that. Let me retain 4.45. Will that make a difference at all? No. Okay, now I don't want to give up too much again with this deal. I know it's a bad contract. In 2021 again, what if we give up like a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th round pick? Damn it. So Clark McArthur looking like he might be untradeable, which really, really sucks. I guess if we want to trade him, we're going to have to give up a draft pick. So they want this goalie. Yeah, sure, you can have him. And then, okay, they do want actually a couple more players. So what if we give him these guys? Just a bunch of low, fringe, and top 6 guys. Damn it. Damn it. This trade will not go through, I think. Let's go to forwards. I can't believe this. I really hope I don't get stuck with this contract. What if I give up a top 9 medium? Wow, this is crazy right now. This is the most I'm going to go. I'm going to give him a 3rd round pick, a top 9 medium, a fringe goalie, a top 4 defenseman, and Clark McArthur. Still trade rejected. I don't like this. Alright, again, I think this might be the best we can do. The Avalanche. So, Charles Hudon, he's a sniper, but, defensively, he's not bad at all. He could be and he only has 75 face-offs, so he'd be a winger. If we could get him a nice cheap guy. And then Colin Wilson, a second liner. Not the best second liner, but a second liner, at least. Contract not that bad this season. I'd give him a 3rd round pick, a goalie they want, Stone the defenseman, McArthur, and Ryan. I don't want to trade Ryan, but, that it would be nice to get rid of that salary, and we'd still have 3 second line players coming out of this trade. Will they do it? They don't even want Bobby Ryan's contract now. If they take this deal, I will do it. I'll retain 50% of Clark McArthur. Still trade rejected. Okay, I came back to the Islanders. This won't leave us with much cap space, which will mean I'll have to trade Bobby Ryan. I'd take on Bailey's full contract. I'd retain 50% of McArthur, a 3rd round pick, and Stone for Bailey. Alright, that is trade accepted. I don't think San Jose would do this deal, but if I trade them Bobby Ryan for Justin Braun, I'd love to have Braun. Look at those senses and defense statistics. I'd retain 0.75 just to make it go through in terms of salary-wise. I don't think they do it 1-for-1. Let me see. Trade rejected. Yeah, too far off. I don't want to give up too much for this deal. But let me just see. Let me go to 2022. What if I give him a 3rd round pick from then? Trade accepted. Amazing. I don't know if St. Louis would do this deal, but if we could get rid of Burrow's $2.5 million, that would be great. They do want him. They're a contender, and they want to give away a 4th round pick. I don't know if they do the deal because of how much they have to take on, but will they? So they don't want to... So they actually didn't say anything about how much they'd have to take on. What about a 5th round pick? This might go through. And they do, so they take on Burrow's full contract. That is great to see. So, now, what do we got going on? We have Erik Karlsson. Let me do this. Erik Karlsson, Tanev, Braun, CC Dupre. We'd need 1 defenseman. Forwards, we'd have Turris, Stone, Hoffman, Shevchenkov, Brassard, Bailey, Pajot, White, Furland. So we need a couple 4th liners as well. And then goaltending-wise, Condon, and then hopefully Anderson. So let's see how much salary we actually have to spend here. So 5.97. Okay, we have to get Anderson back. Well, we could go for Halak, I suppose. That would be 2.4. You know, it might be better to go for Halak. He does want a bit more years, but so if we can get him at like 2.450, exactly what he's asking, how much would it cost? Well, we don't really need to get more now. We really don't need to, right? We could get somebody else, but, you know, let's just say we want Green, maybe. How much would that come up as? That would come up as around 6.1. Okay, yeah, and we need a couple forwards as well. So maybe if we get Halak, and then maybe if we bring back, who was it? Let me see, who was it down here? Weidman, was it? I think it was Weidman. No, it wasn't Weidman. Ah, damn. Who was the one that we played last year? Yeah, Chris Weidman. Maybe him? We could, we could get a depth defenseman for pretty cheap here. I think I'm going to go after Halak just to save a bit more cap space. He's younger and, you know, 82. If we go based off of last year, apparently he would have been 85, which I'm fine with. So yeah, let me do that. Let me just give him exactly what he's asking for. Let me give him 2.5 for 3 seasons. Let's get that. And then we're going to need a couple 4th liners here. You know, honestly, I might be able to get them in a trade. Is there any good 4th liners here? We could get Smith Pelly, but yeah, he's a bit costly. Let me see if I can get a couple in a trade. I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to give Detroit a couple of prospects for Sham and Glendening. Both of them 50% retained, so we'd get them at a nice cheap deal. Glendening, great defensively, great 4th liner. And then we got Shanum, just a decent 2-way forward who would be good for the team. I don't know if they do it. Let me see. Trade rejected. Yeah, they don't want to retain the salary. Let me give them a couple. They did want a couple more prospects I could give them. Let's try that. Does that change their mind at all? So they still trade rejected. Yeah, I'm giving them a bunch of defensemen, I know. Do I have any other forward, you know, guys I could trade them that don't have too much value? Let me see. Do we have any? We really don't. Yeah, we really don't. So, do they want any depth draft picks at all? You know, what if we gave them like a 5th round pick? I still don't think so. Yeah, trade rejected. So, let's go Shanum. What if we just lower both of them to like 25%? Would that leave us with enough salary left over? About $4 million. So it would be enough to get Halak. Let me try it. Still trade rejected. Okay, if they won't do it at like 17% each, then I'm going to say no to that. Will they, though? Yep, still trade rejected. Let me just try and get... Do we want Shane? No, let me go with Clendening, I suppose. I know Shaneham's a third liner, but Clendening is just really good defensively. Maybe we can just get one of them. So let's go to overall here. Let's go to Clendening. Again, I mean, I'm going to try get it at 50%. If we can, that would be great. I think we should be able to. Let me just take off a defenseman here. Trade rejected. Wow, they really don't want to retain any of it. If they say no to this, I'll just say no. Okay, let me go back to the drawing board and go to free agency here. So we're going to get Halak at around 2.5 it was. So, I mean, we have about 3.5 million left over. So, let's go to, I mean, I guess we could get a couple cheap players here. Yeah, we're not going to get anyone that good. Brandon Davidson isn't too bad. He's a 6th defenseman. I guess let me go after him. Yeah, I get him on a contract. I'll offer him like 1.7. I don't think too many people are going to offer him a contract. And then let me try and get a guy. Do we have too many guys on forward that we could get for cheap here? Smith Pelly at 1.6. What about Kuhlman? Yeah, okay. I could get Kuhlman for 1.4. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Let me offer him a 1.3. Let me see if all of those guys sign. If they do, then I'm pretty happy with the team we got. Again, a little bit of a disappointing free agency, but nonetheless, I still think we have a contending team, especially if we go without injury, especially. So hopefully everybody signs. That would be a bummer if they didn't. Come on, guys, sign to the team here. So Davidson did accept, Halak accepted, and Kuhlman accepted. So perfect. Let's go to proposed trade. Just take a look at what team we have. We still have around 2.6 cap space, which is really nice. So we got Halak and Condon. Not the best, but doable. And then a great defensive core. Carlson, Tanev, Braun, Ceci, Dupre, Davidson. And then forward, the top line, Turris, Stone, Hoffman. Second line, Shevchenkov, Brassard, Bailey. Third line, Pajot, White, Kuhlman. And then we got Furland, blank, blank. So we need two fourth liners. Nothing crazy, just some defensive-minded fourth liners. Let's go to forwards and UFA. Take a look at who's available here. Again, we need some guys that are cheap. Roussel, I would, but terrible discipline. So let's take a look here. Who's this Joel Armour? No, the defense just isn't what I like. Lupel, I'm going to say no to him. Anybody a bit younger here? Smith Pelly would be 1.6. What is he looking like for stats? Again, defense, oh no, that was pure. Yeah, defense just isn't looking like what I want. I don't expect anyone too crazy. Wingles, I'd like somebody with a bit better defensive awareness. It doesn't look like we're going to get anybody too great here. Daniel Winnick, yeah, okay, Daniel Winnick would be a great addition to the fourth line. Let me get him. Any teams interested? No. So let me offer him a contract, 1.3 million. That would be quite nice to get him. And basically, we just have enough for another guy just like that. So basically, 1.3 is looking like what it has to be. Doesn't look like we're going to get anyone great here. Burmistrov, he might be the best we can do. So let me offer him a contract, just a 1 year, 1 million contract. I hope we get Winnick. That would be great if we could get him. That would be an absolutely great piece to add to the bottom six. I really hope we get him. I should have actually gave him maybe a bit more than what he wants. Advanced Day. I really hope we don't miss out on him. Advanced Day. Come on, Winnick. Please sign with us. Let's check it out. So Dimitriov and Winnick did great. All right. That should be everybody on the team. I'll sign a couple of guys just to fill out the AHL team. So, the 12 forwards. Hoffman, Tua, Stone, Shevchenkov, Brassard, Bailey, Pajot, White, Furland, Winnick, Kulemin, Dimitriov. Not terrible. I mean, not great, but not terrible at all. Defense were definitely the strongest. Carlson, Tanev, Braun, Ceci, Dupre, Davidson, and then Halak, Condon. I will see you guys in preseason. Up here at the preseason, let's check out. There's not really anybody to see who would have jumped or not. So yeah, let's check that out. The only one I can even think about is White. I don't think we have any other young guns on the team to check out. Let's go to goalie. So Halak and Condon. Yep, and then defense. So Ceci, 84. Was that what I think that's what he was at last season. Maybe an 83. But anyways, 84 is damn good. I like that a lot. Dupre looks like he's going to stay at an 81. Okay, again, I don't think there's going to be too much to check out here. And then offensively, so yeah, White's an 81. That is an increase. He went from a depth forward to a third line forward. That is great to see. This is what I'm going to have the lineup looking like. We got Turf, Stone, and Hoffman. Bailey, Brassard, Shevchenkov, Pajot, White, and Winnick. And then Furland, Dimitriov, and Kulemin. And then defensively, Tanev, Carlson, Ceci, Braun, Dupre, Davidson. I like that a lot. And then special teams, I got Bailey on the power play of the first lineup, and then Shevchenkov on the power play of the second one. And actually, I'm gonna take Tanev out for Cody Ceci. And then on the penalty kill, Shevchenkov, Winnick, Furland, Brassard. I'm not sure about Furland. I think he can manage it. I'll check out mid-season the statistics for the power play and penalty kill. See if I need to make changes. I don't know how long the video is gonna be. My recording time is fucking insane. Hopefully I can edit it down to, not too long of a video. But in the next episode, I don't know how much I'm going to get done. Definitely up to the trade deadline. For sure, though. Thank you for watching. We better make... I'd say we're going to make the second round guaranteed. Possibly, probably the third round. And after that, anything can fucking happen if you make the Eastern Conference Finals.